What's up guys, I'm Holly, welcome back to Highly Rated. I just bought this cinnamon roll from Costco and we're gonna see if we can make one better than this. 3 big boom.
I'd rather lie than to lose you.
The first step is you wanna have some moderately warm milk. We're gonna pour this into our glass and then add some yeast. 1 cup of warm milk. And then we're adding our Red Star yeast packet. Damn, bro, what the fuck? We're gonna add our yeast in here. Give this a quick little spin. And then we're gonna come back in 3 to 4 minutes and it should be forming some like weird looking frothing, like a, damn, I almost said yeast infection. Oh my God, I see it yeasting. Now our milk has been frothed. We're gonna, whoa, fucking butterfingers, literally butterfingers. 3/4 of a cup of butter. We're gonna melt this down and add it to our yeast. We're also gonna add 1/2 a cup of sugar. And to top it off, we have 2 eggs. I like to keep my eggs brown because, you know, dude, why does it kind of remind me of my test? We're gonna use our industrial hand blender. Fuck yeah. 4 cups of flour. You know, the more I bake, the more I'm starting to think that all these guys that rap about cooking drugs and shit in the kitchen will probably make really good bakers. So, you ever think about that? This is the same shit, but instead of using like baking soda and crack, we're cooking with flour and, well, I guess still baking soda. Like imagine like Amigos and a Pillsbury collab. Would go crazy. Now we've greased up this pan. We're gonna add our dough into the pan and then cover it and set it to the side for about 35 minutes to let it rise. We're gonna cover this puppy up, set it aside for 30 minutes, make sure it's at room temperature.
Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop.
Let's make our brown filling. I feel like that could be like my stripper name, brown filling. Actually, that's more like our name. What do you call this? For starters, we need 1/2 a cup of salted butter. Damn, it's really a cup of butter. Then we need 1 cup of brown sugar. And finally, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Damn, remember the cinnamon challenge? Should I do it? If you fuckers wanted me to do that, you're fucked up, honestly. It's really not even that bad. What the fuck? Who the fuck invented that? Time to whisk this bad boy up. Cue the music. I got baking soda, I got baking soda.
I'm in love with the cocoa. I'm in love with the cocoa. I got it.
The moment of truth. Will this dough have risen like Jesus himself? Holy shit. I knew it was gonna rise, but there's always an off chance that it doesn't. Fucking pumped up. All right, now we're gonna sprinkle some flour.
The fuck's it?
Cut. We're gonna flour our counter here so that our dough doesn't stick. Lightly floured. Make sure we lightly flour our rolling pan as well. As you can see, our dough has doubled in size. Doubled. This motherfucker took some Cialis and came out ready to fight. All right, so let's throw them out here. Sprinkle just a tad bit of dough on top of here. Getting carried away. All right. We're gonna roll this out. So you want it about this thin. Think about like a good piece of cardboard. You want it like that thin to roll it out. Then we're gonna put our stuffing in there, our brown stuffing, and put that and spread it out. So let's roll this puppy. We're going for like a rectangular shape. That's looking good. Oh yeah. The audio will pull up. So I'm trying to get a good rectangle. It's nice and rolled out. All right, that is looking pretty rectangularly. I'm gonna try and stretch this out a little bit here. This side's looking real good. But we're just gonna cut this. I really just wanna even it out. But as far as thickness, this is what you're looking for right here. So now we have our cinnamon filling. I warmed it up just a little bit, so it's a little bit runnier. And now we're gonna spread this across. And when you're doing this, I want you to go back to when you first watched Bob Ross for the first time. Is that his name? Bob Ross?
Yep.
And how he was gentle, yet precise. He was free, but also calculated. And that's what I want you to feel when you're painting this brown sugar. Honestly, I feel like if I was a stripper, my stripper name would be Brown Sugar. But as you're painting this brown sugar cinnamon compound across this beautiful bread and dough that you just let rise for 30 minutes longer than you thought it was gonna fucking take. But enjoy this. Really put some love into it. Because like I said, you can taste the hate, you can also taste the love in food. So make sure you pack it with love. Now comes the rolling part. If there's somebody in your household who always walks around and their eyes are slightly tinted red, this is where you might want to bring them into play. Otherwise, I'm going to show you what I allegedly would assume you're going to want to do to roll this. So we're going to start at the edge down here. Roll this up slightly. If you get a little bit of flour, that's fine, it doesn't matter. And we're just going to roll this. There's a big competition between hamburger and hot dog when it came to like folding stuff. This is hamburger, this is hot dog. So we're going hot dog. And we're rolling this all the way up. Yeah, you want to keep it as tight as possible. And we're fucking rolling. Snoop Dogg would be proud. Oh, look at that fat fucking blunt, bro. I mean, cinnamon roll. All right, and finally, here we are at the very end. And voila. So at this point, we want to be careful. This dough is really thin. So be careful when you're pulling it back. Even if it's not all the same size, that's fine. These are homemade cinnamon rolls. This isn't that fucking Costco Kroger bullshit. It's made in a factory by AI. Whew, hot damn. So what we're gonna do is try and get about 12 pieces out of here. What I'm gonna try and do is go through and mark these. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, and 12. Oh yeah, that's it. Look at that. That shit makes me want to eat it right now. This is the thick mama right here. Now let's butter up our pan. Now let's place these in here. Like I said, these corners from that long ass, I keep wanting to say blunt, but it wasn't a blunt. The cinnamon roll blunt, the ends, you're gonna put these in the corner. And we're gonna stack these, give them a little bit of space because they're definitely gonna puff out. This one's got a lot of edge on there. I'm gonna take some of this edge off.
Circumcising.
He's getting circumcised. All right. Mazel tov. Once you put them in, this is what it should look like. Now we're gonna set these bad boys to the side and cover them, and they're gonna rise just a slight bit more. I would just put them to the side for maybe like 15 to 20 minutes. And then in the meantime, we're gonna preheat our oven to 375 degrees. We're gonna make our icing. So we're doing a cream cheese icing. So we need 6 tablespoons of cream cheese. You want it softened as well. Makes it easier to spread over your cinnamon rolls. You want 1/3 cups of butter, softened as well. And then we're gonna do 1/2 a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Last but not least, we have 2 cups of powdered sugar. And then we're gonna mix this together. When you're whipping this together, you should start to hear a familiar sound. And just like that, you have a beautiful cream cheese icing. For our final tip and trick, this is what's really gonna set your cinnamon rolls apart from everybody else's. You might have already seen this trend on TikTok or all over social media, but we're gonna do some heavy whipping cream inside of our cinnamon rolls before we put them in the oven. Gotta make sure we give this a shake. So we're gonna do a was it 2.5 cups or 1.5? Now we're gonna use 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. Drizzle this heavy whipping cream over our cinnamon rolls. This is gonna help keep them nice and moist, and when they do start to cook and expand, it'll make sure that it's moist all the way through. All right, now let's slide these puppies in the oven for 25 minutes. Middle shelf makes it more likely to cook evenly all the way through, and set our timer, and we'll be back. All right, let's see what we got here. Get a look at that. Get a fucking look at that. Look at that. Now look at this. Look how beautiful that is. Let's take these over here. While these are still hot, we're gonna go ahead and put our icing on here.
Must have been an angel by my side. Something heavenly led me to you. Look at the sky. It's the color of love.
Just put the icing on these and they look delicious. I let it cool off just a little bit so it won't be piping hot, but we're gonna pull one out and see how this bad boy tastes. So soft to chew.
Must have been an angel by my side. Something heavenly came down from above. He led me to you. He led me to you.
The moment we've all been waiting for. What does it taste like? I'll let you get in here so you can see that and look at how just fall apart delicious that is. Nice, fluffy, airy. That shit almost made me cry. Oh my God, bro. That is the best cinnamon roll I've ever had in my entire life. Wow. The vanilla and the cream cheese icing, it's so light and fluffy. Like look how tender this is. Just buttery falling apart. Look at that. Look at that. Just soft, decadent. The flavors, the cinnamon. Not overly sweet. Still warm. Oh my God. The craziest part is I'm probably gonna have to throw some of these away so I don't eat all of them tonight. But regardless, this has been highly rated, and highly is rating this a fucking 10. I just want to give a quick shout out to all 161 of my subscribers as of right now. Thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of you. If you guys want to see me make anything, put it in the comments and I'll give it a go and try my best at it. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.